What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the La Liga career mode. It's episode number 34. Loads to get through today, as always, and I'm not kidding either. Games in all four competitions. Match day 7 of the Champions League phase against Bayer Leverkusen. The Supercopa against Barcelona. More games in La Liga as we're going to build on our 7-point gap at the top of the table. We start with this first game, Copa del Rey, away from home, as we take on Sociedad at the Real Arena. Quadruple? Well, I guess we'll find out today if we got a chance. Vamos Valencia. Transfer window is going to open as well. It's 29 mil in the budget, but there's no point in making a signing. I mean, come on, what's the point? I mean, not only are we on for our best season ever, aiming to not finish the save trophy list, but also, I mean, we've got players in the resis that we barely even used, despite signing, including Diaune. So yeah, no point in making a. Oh, what a save, Chevalier! A new signing. We'll get through January with no business, I would assume. But what a save that is, man. I'll pick my strongest lineup for this game here. Keeps. There we go. And I'm going to put my B team out against Barca in the Supercopa. Making a statement that it's this and not the Supercopa that I'm worried about. Thus, I can't afford to go out here in the first round we enter. Samu's done brilliantly well there. Carreras, Pepe Lu, Kelvin Chan takes his time. Come on, this man is on fire this season. Come on, still leading by 1, not being at my best here. I can't stand playing in the rain, as you know. It's my least favourite condition. And I find it so difficult to combat. It's a great delivery to the far post. Correa does brilliantly well, heads it back into play. Sadiq's shot is saved by Chevalier. And then the danger will be clear. Not being at my best here. This is one of those games where we're not free-flowing. We're not free scoring. We're just trying to grind it out. Come on. Almost there. Don't break the line. Ball through the gap. Shot blocked by Healer. Our back 5 tonight has been sensational. Now, this is the sort of defense we were planning on playing all season long. It's safe to say it hasn't quite worked out like that. But in a game like this, when we've been put to the test, we stood up to it. And with 4 to play, that's it. That's game, surely. Now, all we've got to do is keep holding the ball. And it will be progress to the next round for Valencia. Silva. Lee. Kang in for the dagger. Puts it just wide. Still, it's not going to matter. We'll hold on to the win. And it is our 8th in a row in all competitions as we make it through to the last 16 of the Copa del Rey. So quad dreams remaining alive for now as we'll take on Celta Vigo in the last 16 away in Galicia. Right, here we go then. Supercopa, semi-final. Throwing up my B team for the game, and I probably would assume this is where our quad dreams will die. But if we can get through this, the final comes directly afterwards, and a chance to win our first trophy to save in today's episode. But we've got to get through the semi first. Barcelona in the semi of the Supercopa with the B team, Vamos Valencia. So far so good from the backup brigade. Still tied at 0-0 against Barca's first team. But brilliant Hezi. Great save by Romero though. That Canizares regen. Denying Lewandowski regen and keeping it at 0-0. First appearance for us. Great save on the 1-on-1. Still goalless for now. Guerra. Giro. Ferrer is on. Ferreras. Oh, what a finish! The kid puts the backup brigade in front against Barca's all-stars. What a finish! Off balance, weak foot, no problem. Excellently timed run, but it's all about the finish there. Off balance, slipping to the turf, weaker left foot, tight angle, top corner. Fair play, what a finish. It's a shame after being our top scorer in Season 1. Obviously, we loaned him out to Vallecano, he grew brilliantly. Because of the success of Silva and Samu, and Juro to some respect as well, just can't really get him in the team, but great save, Romero. He'll obviously, that's fine, he'll be staying with us until the end of the save, and clearly he'll still have a big part to play, as will Romero as well. Brilliant save. Still we lead by 1. The Academy boys keeping us in front. It's one of the biggest problems with the Academy, really, as we said before. It takes so long for... bring him down. It takes so long for players to get good, as we know. And the reason why I don't use development plans is because, well, A, I prefer balanced growth, but also B, as I mentioned before, the weak foot and skill moves, if you keep on using those development plans, the players are always going to be 5-star, and it takes away from the magic, really, of what I used to call the unicorn 5-star. Well, now anyone can be a unicorn, really, which to me kind of defeats the point. Anyway, had to do that there. Van Hecker sent off, and Valencia backs to the wall, man down, with 35 minutes to go. That's so unlucky. That's so unlucky. Romero comes out into a brilliant save. Now get back in your line. Get back in your line. Get back in your line. Kvaratskhelia headed away by Bardet and cleared. Yago Romero, absolutely brilliant tonight on his debut as we still lead by 1. Reminds me of Kinski against Liverpool when he made his debut with Spurs in the Carabao Cup semi earlier this year in the first leg. There's no 2 legs in the Supercopa as things stand. We're going to the final. Oh, we definitely would have been there. Still, it's not going to matter. That is going to do it. Not enough time for Barca to get the ball forward. And Valencia's backup brigade. Ref, come on. Ref, come on. There we go. Yes! Have come to Catalonia and knocked out Barcelona away in their own backyard. I'm not exaggerating. That is one of our wins of the save. That super saves from Romero. Brilliant finish from the kid. And Valencia's B team are going to the Supercopa final. I think I'll start most of them in that as well. The only problem is that it will be our big rivals of the save. Yeah, Real Madrid in that Supercopa final, who thrashed us in our so far only final to save back in the Copa del Rey final in Season 2. And I really feel as though Lightning probably won't strike twice here. But it will need to if we are to win our first honour of the save. I'll have a mixture of starters and backup players for this game here as we aim to collect our first honour, albeit a minor one, of what has so far been a trophy-less save. Real Madrid in the Supercopa final. Vamos Valencia. Yeah, of course, start Romero and Ferreira's on the back of that semi, right? Come on. Chevalier might be an 89 rated world-class goalkeeper and Samu might be the only 90 rated player we got, but what a performance, man. Can they do it again? Well, Romero looking unbeatable right now, denying Anthony as it remains at 0-0. Real Madrid flying out the blocks though, and he saves it again on Vinicius. Yago Romero. No, careful. Vinicius rolls it across. Anthony Mbappe. And we lasted 40 minutes, but we knew he'd score tonight because he always does. Dread it, run from it, he always arrives. Kylian Mbappe is inevitable. Can't stop him. Well, there's 18 minutes to go, but I've got to be honest, guys, I've not had a good game. Not had a good game at all. Second final of the save. Oh, I've dropped a clanger. I've dropped an absolute clanger. I've got to be honest. I have just played absolutely terribly. And it is going to be, once again, another defeat for Valencia. And once again, it's this man who's torn me apart in a final. Kylian Mbappe. Unstoppable. I think it's why I haven't played well either. And as good as Real Madrid have been, as unstoppable as Mbappe has been, once again, second time in a final he's torn me apart. Ultimately, I've not had a good game either. Couldn't break Real Madrid down in the entire contest. And on the other end, Ross Romero made a good save in the first half. 2 goals from that man once more. Ends our winning run after, was it 8 or 9 in all competitions in a row. And means that our record in finals remains extends to 0-2. It was our lowest priority. It was our 4th and lowest priority, so not overly disappointed about it. There's still 3 more trophies and major honours up for grabs as well, but it's just a shame to know that once again we've been taught a lesson. As good as we've become, we are still not as good as these guys. Well, it's 1 out, 3 to claim, and as we always say, when you've had that setback, you've got to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, learn those lessons and move on to your next endeavour. I've never won the sweep before in any league I've managed in. There was a chance this season, but it's not going to happen. So 3 remaining, including this one, and I'll probably say this might be our best shot of silverware this year as well. Copa del Rey, we got to the final before back in Season 2, this the last 16. Celta Vigo away in Galicia, aims to not have 2 knockouts and 2 trophies going in the space of 3 days. Let's get back on the winning wagon and make the quarterfinals. Vamos Valencia. In some ways though, I'm kind of glad that I've never won the sweep. And I'm kind of glad that I won't get a chance to do it this season either, because I've won a collection before, like a League Cup, Premier League, Champions League, and maybe a Community Shield as well. But what I'm trying to say is I've never won every trophy available in the same season in a major league. So it's kind of nice to still be searching for that, because once you've done it, it's like, what now? You know what I mean? I've said before, when you've played CM for so long, Obviously, it's going to be an overlap of many things you've won and many seasons where you've had tons of success, but when there's still that crown jewels to be going for, it's kind of nice, you know, it's kind of nice to know the search goes on. I'm still going to get up and try again in my next one, you know, but yep, 2 trophies are going to go in the space of 3 days. If this scoreline remains the same, worst possible start. The only good thing is, plenty of time. It's the one advantage to conceding early. The clock is your friend, loads of time to turn it round. The host looking to restore the lead instantly in what's been a thrilling start to the game. Vivian does well. Ariso loses possession inside his own area, and that is just, that is basically an instant goal for the AI when you do that. If you give the ball away inside your own 18-yard area, I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say that 4 times out of 5, 80% of the time, ball's going to be back in there. You might get bailed out by the goalkeeper. You might not. You probably won't, no matter how good your keeper is. From that range, under pressure, snapshot, it's almost always a goal. Angel Correa is just absolutely destroying me in this game, man. I can't stop him. Ball rolled inside. It's free. It's free. Defended brilliantly in our last 2 games, and then being beaten by Real Madrid 2-0, and then 3 goals to 1 down in 31 minutes here in Galicia. Seriously, this is just so frustrating, man. It's we know this is how it goes. We know this is how overpowered form is. Brilliantly done. Come on, come on, come on. 8 to play in the first half. 5 goals. She was a reset all day. Yep, with him. And well played, well played. Might have been at fault with him for the second goal, but that's a ball. Oh, ref, come on! Come on! Is he not going to get a booking for that either? No, okay, fair enough. Well, we've responded well after the disappointing setback early, but a free kick here. To be honest, only Samu's really got the ultimate power I'm looking for here, and I just want to absolutely lever this at that keeper. As long as you keep it down. Oh, yeah! Come on! I was moving around like a javelani. That's the knuckleball that you don't see nowadays. There was a period where it was unstoppable when players mastered it. I mean, we know a couple that were known for it. Obviously, Ronaldo, Keizuki Honda. That was reminiscent of the World Cup in 2010. The way that ball moved around, I just thought, because of the range, it's going to be hard to get it up and over the wall and under the bar, possibly, but also enough power on it. That's a thunderbolt. What's the free kick counter now? Is it 3? I think it's 3 free kicks now that have been scored in the save. And like I said, you know, it's one of those where, I know it doesn't sound great. What a turnaround from Valencia. But I have gotten better. I have gotten better at free kicks, man. I used to score 1 a save at the absolute most. Now, I've scored 3 in 4.5 years. But what a comeback this has been from Valencia, man. From 3-1 down to leading 4-3 away in Galicia on the back of a Supercopa final loss to Real Madrid. When you talk about resilience, we've shown it today in abundance. Careful, 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 careful. But the defense has been far too weak. 4-4. This has been our... oh, wow, whoa. Right from kickoff. Fabio Silva off the posts. Off of both posts. Chaos swing in Galicia. What a game. This game has had literally everything. A comeback from 2 goals down, a free kick goal, both posts being struck from a single shot that resulted in a goal, and may I also mention the fact there's been 9 goals tonight. 9! It's one of those where you see it in the video printer. You don't just see the number. You see the number written out and spelled out as Samu says. It's not 9 anymore. It's 10. What a game in Galicia. And that should do it now. Valencia into the quarters. What a classic. Well, if you're wondering what game of mine has ever had the highest scoreline in all my years playing FC, I think you've just seen it. 10 goals in the game. A 6-4 thriller, and we do advance to the following round in an absolutely thrilling, chaotic game in Galicia. Unfortunately, our reward will be Barcelona in the quarterfinals, so we'll do very well to make the semis, drawn against Hansi Flick side. Right, following contest, let's try and tighten up defensively a bit, shall we? Next up, Almeria away from home at the Power Horse Stadium. Great career with them last year, but today can't afford to take it easy on them. Desperately need to go on a winning run if we are to keep Real Madrid clear at pole position. Following game, Almeria, Vamos Valencia. Actually, I was thinking a moment ago there as I was loading the game up and going through the intros. Kelvin Chan opens the scoring with a beautiful effort. There was a League Cup final I did back in my FIFA 15 career mode of West Bromwich Albion, and we won it 6-5. The only problem was that game went to extra time, so I don't know whether you can include that one really. I mean, I guess by definition it's still the same game, so it should count 11 goals, but it's like in the NBA when you see a player with a ridiculous stat line and then you see the game went to double overtime or something. It's like, well, I'm not negating the unbelievable performance of that man, but he did get the extra minutes, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I suppose in 90 minutes, that's probably the highest scoring game, but not if you include games where I've had extra time too. Am I going to get time for that Leverkusen game? I mean, I think it's a pointless game anyway, because we've already guaranteed top 8. You know, I asked this question, I think it was last season or maybe the season before. I don't know whether, yeah, game over now, even with a whole second half to play. I don't know whether the league phase seedings are in career mode or not, because I've got different answers from people. Some people have told me it is seeded, some people have told me it's random. I really don't know. I mean, the most important thing is qualification, but yeah, I still can't figure this out. I'm into nearly April now, and I still can't figure out whether the seedings are in the game or not. Oh, no. Oh. How unlucky is that? I mean, seriously, I wanted to tighten up tonight, but you know, there are certain moments where you just have to say, there is quite literally nothing I could do about that. Chevalier is miming, catching the ball and dropping to the floor with the goal gaping right behind him. What can I do about that? Seriously. Listen, I may be my own worst critic, but I think I have to defend myself there. No. Come on. Yeah, Mascara with him. Oh, how on earth is... What on earth just happened there? I don't know how that ball got through, but thankfully Chevalier's on hand to make the save. 3.5 to play. Oh! Well, that is what you call a let-off. 2-0 up, allowing Almeria back in it and almost bottling the points right towards the end. Complacency, man, it crept in, and you can't allow that to happen if you want to win the silverware. Right, let's do one more game, final game, match day 7 of the Champions League phase. Again, like I said earlier, I think the seeding isn't in the game, so the final 2 games should be pointless, and I'm rotating my entire team as we travel to the Bayer Arena. Leverkusen on match day 7. End on this. Vamos Valencia. Whether it counts towards seeding or not, I mean, I'd still want to win it. And you know, sometimes people ask me, you know, Doxy boy, how do you get the motivation to play every single game? You know, how do you avoid the sim? And I say this all the time, like, honestly, just play the game however you want to play it. There is absolutely nothing wrong with simming. Sim all the games, sim most of the games, sim some of the games, sim the occasional games, sim no games. It's your game, man. You play however you want to play. As for me, though, I just like playing all the games because I always find a reason to play. Whether it's for individual statistics or to keep good form going or whatever the case may be, I just find a reason to play. And thus I like to play every game. But for me, there often seems to be a debate about simming within a career mode season. Honestly, my opinion, you bought the game, you play the game however you want to play the game. There's no right or wrong way. 2 goals in 10 minutes. This is the wrong way to defend. I'm all over the place here. This is how not to defend 101. But it is how to score 101. I often say this, I can only do one thing at a time, man. I've run an elite defensive team, but I'm barely scoring any goals, or I am free scoring and conceding multiple per game. One or the other, I can't do both at a time. Slip ball through that, and oh, Barney getting screened off. That's not the first time it's happened to me this season. My defender trying to come across, but there's a man off the ball that's blocking him from getting to the ball carrier. 2-2, and just like the Celta Vigo game, goals galore and plenty of time to play. Well, no matter what happens, I'm still going to pick a rotated lineup against Arsenal on match day 8. Because there'll be far bigger games to play, but I don't particularly want to wrap up the league phase not winning either of our last 2 games. Ferreira's makes it 3-2. What a game. The games today have been brilliant. Careful. Oh, what a touch. Oh, brilliant. Oh, what a goal. There's been some brilliant goals today. Kelvin's thunderbolt, Samu scorch from a free kick. That's up there against me. He's just bamboozled 2 defenders and then sent Romero the wrong way with the shot as well. I thought he was going to the far corner. Ends up hitting a dead centre. The goals today have been brilliant. The games have been amazing. Episode for the ages. This one of the best of the save. Yeah, we might have had Supercopa final disappointment, but this has been the best episode of the save. The goals have been amazing. The games have been class. With 10, oh no! Oh, Romero bailing me out with 10 to play. Is there going to be one final twist in the tail in the closer? We know qualifications in the bag, but can we stay perfect in Europe? Ferreras, the kid, to win it for Valencia! What a brilliant episode today! 6 to play. Can we hold on to the win? What an episode today, man. Seriously, best of the save, no doubt about it. Forget the Supercopa final heartbreak. Brilliant goals, loads of late dramas, fantastic games. And for Valencia, we might have lost out on 1 trophy, but there's still 3 to claim with a big win there against Leverkusen, wrapping up top spot with a game to go in the league phase. Thank you for watching the episode, guys. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please do drop a like. Myself, you'll have a fantastic day. I'll return in the next one with the remainder of the January window, playing more games in La Liga, aiming to build on that 7-point gap. Match day 8 in the league phase against Arsenal, meaningless now with top spot locked up, and the Copa del Rey quarter-final against Barcelona. Have a great day, much love, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon.